Riamh agus fáilte go how to gael lumps of Shiva.
Lumps of Darren.
Agus lumps of Louise.
Guys, Gurmina Magavas Aishuk le our gate ep o Shrahado and Chocolate Chicata. We've been getting lovely chocolatey agus messages for you, and we're delighted going to Rosh today and reached.
Oh, it feels good to be back.
Do you know what? I just feel that we didn't post enough reels of us prancing around posing.
I know.
I think we dropped the ball.
Sorry, don't act as now as if you didn't want to share them.
my
Look
God,
at her
we
asking all
loved-
embarrassed and ish.
Can I just say to everyone that is watching, listening, there were more than two. We could have posted five.
Five, yeah.
Shiva, Kuig. No,
Three.
okay,
We
but
might
three.
yet. We might yet.
Will we like?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thirst traps.
Guys, yeah.
Thirst
to be
traps.
honest, I need every single fucking thirst trap at hand to
But they were-
put out into the world.
They were thirst traps hidden as promotional material.
Yeah, I mean,
Absolutely.
Tandora down.
Yeah, they're not mutually exclusive, you
Yeah,
know. It's fair
absolutely.
about McCarroll
If you- Yeah, if you met really uigneach tradition, I'm having a fucking guys. I've never felt so unmisha lemma chruig down, and I know to keep harping on about it, but I'm yucking myself out.
Now, okay, so keep it within shin. So Ivra Hain, Flame or Hannah actually record the dull rua.
Yeah,
So then
Dory
we'll
Shishin.
have a blonde brunette and then a
Absolutely
rua.
not. Was she giving you that Corla? You bitch. Don't ever go Rua.
No, I
You'd
don't.
look dreadful, Rua.
Yeah,
no,
I
it's not
would
for
look
you.
out.
I'd
Yeah,
say.
I know.
You couldn't,
no,
not
no.
with the fiddle and everything. The doctor, Filiuchta.
It's just a walking stereotype.
Oh my god, yuck.
Off to Tiernan Oak.
Okay. Agus, an rud eile gur gáda bhrán sin ná.
With the fiddle, it would clash with the fiddle.
Durin yuck a ríist an sin.
Yeah.
Formis a chocshrach úmtach ó Carlo, right? Déist a fear céile leis an bod then céad or Reeve. Agus hána sé stock and he was like, come here, I don't know this word. It must be in Irish. Ack. He's like, what does it mean? Ack. He's like, what is it? I've never heard it before. And she's like, what is it? Like,
Yeah,
Drasla Shisher Goel Kalashta. And she's like, I don't even know what that word is. Anyway, Day she dash and she's like, I'm pretty sure they're just saying yuck. So the Aine knock diggins yuck. Louise, let the hell.
Oh, I just think it's when you are absolutely appalled by something, they're into yuck.
Yeah.
Like, I think Bather Gwishini is fancy Maluglia. Do people say yuck? Yucky?
They
yucky?
say, yeah, I think it's a real baby thing. Like, you know, when a baby hasn't got much words and they're like, oh, yucky, my hands are yucky or something. Like, that's how
Yeah.
I would know yuck.
Because
I
I'd say yuck.
Yeah.
Oh, well, like, government, that's so Dublin, like, yuck.
Yeah, yeah.
Yuck out of it.
you can fucking hear
Yuck.
Lucan in that. Yeah.
Like, I just feel it's a nice. Do you know what? It's the Gaeilge for yucky, isn't it? It's
Oh
yuck.
my God.
It is. There's like a nice. Like the.
Yeah, but
do you know what I mean?
Jillian, why so Gaeilge? So kind of silly troha now. Probably
J. Oh no.
No. EOCH.
Yeah, DH.
Oh.
Yeah, DHO. Father. No, DH. You father. DHU for the C. Yuck.
Oh.
Yuck.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, Shannon, let's
Love
now.
it.
Yuck.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
what? Oh,
Yeah.
feck,
Yeah.
really,
Well,
honestly.
better shouldn't go yuck, but yuck better DH ya.
Okay,
oh,
truck and
father.
no mage ní stéine.
Yeah, sorry. Anyway,
On
ní mission
rud
go
is far for you anyway is that it's more than a word, it's a feeling, and like it comes upon you, and when you say it, you know, you put your heart into it. It's like during, you missed it now doing the clap earlier, you
I
did
know.
tongue out concentration on when a yuck comes upon you, it's, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
you'll feel it on it.
Yeah,
Yuck is the state of mind.
Yeah, yuck is the same mind. Agus a valor the yuck Rudnar Dormer and Tuatha Dé Danann
Yes.
is it's giving je ne sais cod.
Yeah.
Inspired by Charlie X, CX,
Yeah.
Don Aris, our Lord Saviour. But you know, like Tucson 365 videos been she like, oh, what is like is it an it girl? There she had
Sure.
yeah, and they're like trying to, or what is a brat? Feeder on.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, she's hard to get to know. She has like a je ne sais quoi, but obviously on Lagan Gaelach sin is like she has a je ne sais cod.
So I also, can I just say, Charlie XCX is not getting credit for that because I said this on our live show at Liberty Hall about my flag having a je ne sais cod. So let's just reverse, and Charlie,
What?
You can-
I thought they were came up with this
I
like egg and
thought
picnic
I came
retro.
up with this. Yeah.
So first of all, I came up with it and said it off the back of. Get up that video now.
Right,
Get out.
okay, we're gonna have to
Misha
go through
Againn
the
of
archives.
Curtius Erm of Wrath. For anyone, we were describing flags on our live show last year.
Yeah.
That's still this year. God, it's been a year.
God, there you
Just
go.
been a year. And
What
I
a
said,
year.
je ne sais cod. Now, Charlie, put that in your pipe.
You'll have to
Pipe, Charlie.
fire say a
Put on your
trademark
fiddle
on
and play
Louise.
it.
Louise, if it's not copyrighted,
Yeah.
you know?
Listen, I've already patented it.
Okay,
That
okay.
and yuck.
that and
Right,
yuck.
okay,
So,
fair play to you. Massive earth.
Gnári lenar ninturn the man ho shielta she shin orna fair play to you advise her
yes.
on gluish to Kayla and who will have to figure out how to spell yuck agus Shanos say cod.
Fair play, Orna.
Yes,
Yeah,
on over.
Orna's gas. Fair play.
She thought she gassed so she didn't have on over man ho shielta.
Tashi. Guys, how rugby? I have I don't know if this is a surprise. I have something to show you. Hang on now. Hello to I go rooting in the
Something
back
you
here now.
prepared earlier.
Something I prepared earlier. Yeah.
Ruther thought she had her brother lost now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, go on my church fag over on Turga show, which is Muine Bain Corla Aliena, which is basically your Hugamar Quera de Screenori agus Alientori Air Nacha Dulling Lek Le Over on Tradition Bale. So Shanos song. So if people don't know what Shanos is, it's like a very ancient form of singing that is indigenous to Ireland. It's oral poetry. So basically, people used to be composing poetry when, well, in everyday life. It was a huge thing in the Irish language kind of culture that you'd always be trying to, you know, say things very poetically, and people would be composing ranta bioga or little rhymes or big poems, and there's a real kind of poetic culture around Ireland. But anyway, I digress. The Say a Sound project is this thing I've been working on for the last 2 years. We launched it on Thursday night, so we're launching it this Thursday, but the book just came out and I've shown it to you now.
Darren.
So 10 Irish writers and 10 Irish visual artists did interpretations of songs from the Shanos tradition. So it's kind of, I think I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this now.
Sorry, the book is stunning.
Oh my God,
The sheet
thank you.
chic, the sheet dove.
Thanks, guys.
The
Yeah.
binding is
A Swiss binding. Swiss binding. There
I
you
say
go.
you know so much about binding.
I
Yiddish,
do,
you?
yeah. So it was
Sorry,
also...
will you sign my copy?
Oh my God,
of
yes.
course, yeah.
Get a little Sharpie and give
Oh,
us a...
yeah.
Who's
So it's
that
gonna
sexy
be...
ride?
Tasha
Oh, there you go.
Shukahalling.
That's actually a dancer called Toby Balogun. That's
Stunning.
that was actually a man's story because there you go now.
Look, that's a gorgeous back.
Felly Speaks, an Irish writer, did a translation of Queen in the Dreamer, which is a really famous Shanos song, and the Irish visual artist who did the painting was Siobhan O'Callaghan, actually the girl I wanted to paint me nude, if you remember.
I remember it well, yeah.
And she got this model to model for the piece, which was Toby Balogun. And like 6 months later, I didn't know any of this, hadn't even seen the piece of work, but we got somebody out in to do the video, and Toby is a dancer and he came in to do the video. We recorded the whole thing, and then I pulled out the painting. We got the painting to get shots of the painting, and I was like, "Oh, look at this painting! This is class." And Toby's like, "Sorry, I posed for that painting like 6 months ago."
Oh,
And I was
wow.
like, "Sorry, what?"
Synchronicity.
Amazing.
Yeah, synchronicity. It was mad. Of all, like, I didn't know him from
One
Adam
incredible.
before then.
It's actually a stunning painting.
Yeah.
I love the artwork in it as much as it's all art. It's fully
Yeah.
the work of art. They're in well done.
Yeah.
thank you
very
Oh,
much.
Gorgeous.
So
There's still more
so there you go. You can support. Yeah,
Can I
you
put
can.
Count Aaron set?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
put on
Go on there and Cork Fairlane Cannock.
Oh yeah, you can get it at the donnapress.com, and it's going to be, the exhibition is going to be travelling all around Ireland as like a free event, so this is a way to support the project. And yeah, it's kind of, the question that it's posing is, what can Shanos song tell us about the lived modern Irish experience? Because loads of these songs, we think that like all the problems that we have in today's life are all like reserved to us, like sexual identity or like spirituality or you know, sexuality, or I'm just saying sex a lot here now, okay. Grief and heartbreak and all these other things like gender identity. But actually, when you go back into the songs, these are the exact same questions that were plaguing people for the last 200, 300, 400 years. So it's very interesting what a lot of the writers have done, like putting it into, by translating it into English, posing questions about the contemporary Irish experience. So there you go.
Darren,
Fair play. It's
Thanks,
power on
guys.
milestone cuma like Rud
Well-
Egan Chuck or Lekela or Gay Dushies, and then actually to finish it.
Oh my
And
God, thanks be to God,
like,
it's finished. Yeah.
yeah.
Thought she
Yeah.
gorgeous. Fair
I
play.
use
Can't
that
say
word
more.
milestone now because I want to segue into another milestone
on,
that
go
Darren
on,
had
tell
last
us.
week.
Oh yeah.
Milestone moment.
Oh sorry, yeah.
For she a Kate tattoo.
Yes.
Woo.
Now, I've been threatening this a long time. So Louise, fair play to Louise now. She brought me out to get my first tattoo. So former
Tattoo co-brat in it. Merce
so
Flower.
Go Hifagul-ish.
Gahifagul, yeah.
A bratty
yeah.
author.
I'm hoping
So
a bratty
Julia.
author.
Oh God, that was really badly sung. Someone do that, the
So
Julia
Julia.
line.
Oh God.
So-
I'm everywhere. I'm so Julia. Guys, we really need to retire brat.
I
It's
know,
fine of
I
getting
know,
caught.
yeah,
No, there's
it's-
nothing brat about
No,
keeping-
Shay and Orr thought out.
Yeah.
Anyway, tattoo.
Yes, we got this is the Plough on the Stars. I didn't actually realise. So I'm a big Sean O'Casey fan. Sorry about that. Now I'm knocking your mics left, right, and centre. I'm a big Sean O'Casey fan, and actually our family dog at home is called Joxer, who was also a character from the Plough on the Stars. But guys, I did a PhD and I'm a big literary nerd, and I'm obsessed with that period of like literature in Ireland, that kind of cultural revolution and stuff. And anyway, that's just
Níl aon go like justifying Jennifer. Just say it's art. It's arty.
Okay, yeah, that's actually let's cut all that, and it's just art. Yeah.
Agnishin an tain tattoo or two.
No, but guys, I didn't tan my body now. I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know if you can reveal.
just lower feet.
Okay, you tell that story, Louise.
Well, former matching tats. Like gas. Are we having midlife crisis? Neil, let's go.
Shinna Durfmugger Harlem, when I came back to show him, he's like, Darren, I actually think you're having a midlife crisis. And I was like, maybe so.
Well, look, if this is the way you're expressing yourself, it's hardly the worst way. Yeah. So we've been talking about it for ages. To be fair, vi Darren O'Rourke found her, he tattoo it all. And I was like, well, seeing as I'm like the brattiest of us all here with a few tattoos, I was like, come on, I'll bring you for one. Like, I genuinely think tattoos are lovely if you want them. You know what I mean? You just have to realise they're on your body. Good Joan and Norris. That's, that's
By
your
the way,
umbrella.
just when the stencil went on for this, Louise is like to me, now, like the stencil's on, I paid the deposit and everything. Are you sure you really want to get that? Because that's going to be on your hand now, like
for
on
the
your
rest
wedding,
of her life.
On your wedding day and everything. That's going to be on your arm. And I was like, gee, like talk about putting the shits of someone.
Has to go he gur hot air the routine Xulé.
No, ní raibh sé sin ceanna go mar wrist.
Yeah.
And I would always say, like, I see this every single day on my wrist, like, and you know, there are times where you're kind of like, I love it actually, and look, it's rud éigean gaelach and it means something to me, and I genuinely do. At this stage, it's on me for whatever, I don't know, 10 or 15 years. Okay, no, I wasn't 15 getting a tattoo. It's not.
It's a rabbit.
I was such a little brat.
You also have a stack of barley.
I have a stack
of barley on your
without going
routine.
through all of the artifacts on my body.
He played the drill. No, the
guys,
Rodney's Glory.
Tattoo show.
Sorry. What's the line of the Galway show?
Geez,
They
you
talk
really
about the stack of barley.
He played the Blackbird.
Oh yeah,
the stack of barley, isn't it?
Yeah. Rodney's Glory and the foggy dew. Sorry, right, okay. That was so sorry. I had to get that out.
Thank God you got it out.
That's Louise's part of me.
That
the
is
Galway show. Sorry, actually, after this, I'll have another story to tell. Go on.
Lake the Louise on
Sorry,
Scale Show.
Well, the scale actually now is that we got little matching moons, right? And I think we have our own little reasoning behind it, which is lovely. Now, the third musketeer wasn't there to get
she wouldn't fucking get it. We've been hounding her.
So, sorry,
we've been trying to trick you into it for
in my defence, ye sprung the song me egg electric picnic. Egg electric picnic.
That was loads of.
You
that's like 3 weeks
cornered
ago.
me, and August me olta, August vi plan agwif le shut yenov. You got me with my defences down. August finish of your unsia yenov.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, I still had my wits about me.
Yeah. Now, to be fair, we
were like, no, like.
No. I feel like we skirted around it for a while. We were like, how's the best way to approach Shiva about this? And then we took
advantage.
Yeah, we tried to take advantage. I think you'll still be convinced.
She will get.
Yeah, do you know what?
To be fair, and like it's only a small little wee.
I know.
It was only ever meant to be the outline of a tiny. This is actually lovely for you. It was. I don't know. It was meant to only be the. This is a bizarre thing that I'm doing in my hand right now. Sorry. It was just. It was only ever meant to be the outline of a little crescent moon. Okay.
Yeah.
So then we're getting ready to shoot. Brady or Kupla like little inspo pics or Pinterest and stuff, right? And then in fairness to Darren, she's like, I like this one with the dots. Actually, let's get a moon and 3 little dots. Let's break the line into 3 little dots, one for each of us.
No,
and I was like,
it's brawling me. August Oga Vokme Ver Keen. I'm thinking about it a little bit more.
Okay.
Now, Níling Nimadinavin Galtanis, Aquahorha Tafid, but I'm thinking about it.
Okay, just get it. Like, look, and we got it somewhere that's hidden and it's small. So if we ever fall out.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up. We'll all, no.
If you ever fall out, look, at least you have yuck trademarked. You know what I mean? Like, so at least you'll be getting all the profits.
And I think you could like continue the circle around and make it into a flower or something. You know, there's a lot to work with there.
Sorry,
already.
I'm
fully
this is so unsettling.
This is like a prenup. She's already planning a breakup.
No, this is not happening.
As Darren says to me often when I'm feeling down, she puts her arms around me and says, don't worry, it's celestial, honey. Celestial. Does that mean it's good? No, it's fine.
I do.
Physically celestial now. We've been to astrology.
Listen, Rich, get away now, Lagata. Sort of drag.
I was just going to say, I got a hilarious, very drunk video from Louise.
No.
Againn weekend, right?
Againn weekend.
Because I was texting all Friday night.
Right.
Yeah, you were actually.
And she
I panic deleted the text Shiva because it was too much.
So she sent me a very drunk message, absolutely scandalised at the standard of the sing-song in Inchydoney, right? Where she was, Clonakilty, and she was like, excuse, it was actually hilarious. Declan was giving out to her and she said, this is a diabolical sing-song. She just kept sending me videos of the sing-song. I mean, like, sure, you'd think one of them would sing My Only Son, which is my party piece, and she was horrified.
I requested it and they didn't know it.
So this is a barrage of texts and Louise, Ina.
Yeah, and
go on, read us, Ken.
Well, this is a video.
I was sending videos of how.
Why? But sure, what's coming? What's next now? What's the next song?
She's in the middle of the session, by the way, shouting this at all the musicians.
Oh, here it's
Limerick song, yeah.
What's the next out there?
The Limerick song, Sean's out. From Carry On, that's him.
Oh my God, Louise.
Sean, South? Well, I don't know what happened to your fucking TH. You left it behind you in Clonakilty.
Ah, lads, we'll have to lift it now. We'll have to lift it a bit.
That's actually Declan calling her back. Louise, he's actually gesturing back there now. Will you come back here?
Like, please play something that we all know. Did you play some of the actual sing song then?
Oh, well, I mean, we're shaming them now.
Oh my God,
there's a recording from her chin up of her singing like I just didn't really know how to reply at a certain stage. There were so many of them.
Be sorry who goes around.
Yeah.
Honestly, Neil Iscombe, I don't know what came over me, but we were back a goal, right? And this is what finished us, is there was a Budale champagne, it's a showmram. So we had that first, and then sure, this was like a cool clug, so we were kind of raring for road, and we're like, oh, well, we order another one to the room. Sure, we will while we're getting ready, because like, who doesn't need 2 bottles of champagne before you go to a sing-song in Clonakilty?
No one.
So out we go, and we're like in the taxi in, right? Declan was, maybe I'm really exposing us both now, but we were both in flying form anyway. So we made friends with the taxi driver, and he was like, I'm Jackie Hurley's uncle, okay? Jackie Hurley from RT Sport. So anyway, took a bit of a shine to Declan, and he was like, I'm going to drop you to the right spot now where the locals go. Go in and get 2 pints, go up to the bar and ask for so-and-so and tell him you know me, right? So sure, we were on to a winner already at 6 o'clock. Like, we were in with the locals in the Fiddler Green, grand, and they then told us to go to this Chackeen for a sing-song. But by the time we were en route to the Chackeen, I'm like expecting, you know, the levels of sing-songs now.
Yeah, well, Tuatha Dé, yeah, on Kaidana.
Sorry, like the last, probably in the Cayley Caravan in Electric Picnic with your man from Lancome giving us a private serenade. Like, this is where my Kaidon was. So like, you know, the poor the woman who was singing as well, just shout out Clonakilty, was the main woman in the local church choir. So I suppose she was a different style.
I suppose she was, yeah. I mean,
you
will be a bit far removed from Lancome there now. Yeah. Anyway.
We don't have to compare everyone we hear singing.
Right, let's having the Shachtana.
Ar nó sin bugam a droig. Okay, Colony, Táim na Seachtaine seo is rud againn rubbeog éagsúil. We're going in for something a little bit meatier.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Meatier. You know, in Fishan, you know, TikTok, and it's God, ag leirtly came to a hangle.
Sorry.
And he's like, did you make the dinosaurs meatier? And she was like, I thought you said give them a meteor. Anyway, sorry, I digress. So in Seachtaine seo, the Laird Fui, how to be a good person. Okay,
great topic
Test
for me.
all
I love,
do you know what I mean?
Like, I love pontificating and being howlier than thou and really self-righteous. Yes, it's right up our street.
Agus an cúis granimí seo is ceann na leabhar is fargur le mé riamh ná leabhar de bhanam humankind le, now I do have to check the author's name, Rutger Bregman. He's Dutch.
Yes, Queen too kind to me, Ella Shahana.
Yeah, like le mé seo bitter cough lino hin and really dog sé lurug urum be magoni leabhar fui. Now I think I like it's din a jar fuck me, so I think I look at the world through rose tinted glasses. But basically tá an leabhar seo kind of a brand new tree star on Duine Dana and saying like not everything awful that ever happened in the history of humankind was as awful as it was made out to be. We've been kind of like, he basically like debunks a lot of the stuff that we think like proves that humans are evil.
Oh my God, is he a Zionist?
So basically it's on Laura show Brennan Shear or star and Duine Dana and seeing like, was everything that we thought proved that humans are evil inherently bad, was it true, and debunking them, right?
Yeah.
So ní rock mé tríd gachil a rud, but on Cade Can Kuala Malard Free nod on Stanford prison experiment or Killish of Chalk their riamh.
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, maybe is this the thing nar they're like íchel or gan colour?
Kind of. So basically, like this mad professor in Stanford, like wanted to. Basically what he wanted to do was prove that humans were inherently evil. So like he made a fake prison. The dhuine a hínig sústan like stodder show, and he basically said, look, the prison guards, the power went to their heads, and they were like awful to the fake prisoners, and they only like referred to them by numbers, and they like wouldn't let them sleep, and they were violent. And he was like, look, I've proven it. Humans are inherently evil. But actually, like on Queeger Huckrick Shay, of course they were going to do that, because the call out he put out was like, I'm looking for people who want to pretend they're in prison. It was Sanuk Dr. Thirin, you understand.
Absolutely. It's bias in the research. Absolutely.
Look, I knew you'd get it.
It's a problem that I encounter a lot, you know. But anyway, okay.
Yeah,
and actually, Chulmesh if we show Hannah as
I
well.
know you
Yes,
did. I know you did. Yeah. And like the prisoners like rebelled on day 2 because the guards. Now, in fairness, the guards were given very strict instructions. Don't refer to them by anything other than numbers. So they were like told to dehumanize them, and that was allowed, right? So
classic. Now I should have had a word with that man there. Now we could go through.
But basically, so that's completely debunked. If you ever thought, because like Tascon is Gockard for you stand for prisoners parent. So Gockard Tagéisteacht, if you've ever heard of it, it's all lies. But on Keshgar Haskam a Curve, no.
Let the hell.
Damiok Shivshe. It's an experiment, Shin.
Are we be so mean to each other?
Where would you have excelled? All right. What role would you have wanted to have been put in, and where would you have excelled? Go on, Louise.
Shinkesh Co Dakar.
I don't know. We'd be doing the exact same thing. Anyway.
I think my inherently good side wants to say I would have been a chain of I don't know where they can task. But is there any right answer? Like,
well, no. Well, I'm not looking for right or wrong here. Now, in fairness, so one of the things that came out that was like one of the myths was that like all the guards, the power went to their head and they were awful, whereas actually some of the guards were like, I don't want to do this, and dogged their own experiment. Now that did happen, but we're just saying,
like, I would love to think I would be one of the guards that would have left, but you just don't know. Agus an Cook the gut, like, I think it's awful.
Oh my God, do you think you could have been Curraha againn Guach?
I think everyone has that. They have. I think gur féidir le aine a bheith Curraha againn Guach. Unfortunately, I think all humans have something in them, and I think perhaps even for a short time until you realise, fuck it, morally, ethically, my compass is off kilter. I don't know. I think that like it's a really fucking hard.
It is.
A hypothetical question to answer.
Theoretically, so they're on far lots of Beidir in a guard or the Frazunag.
Well, do you know, I actually think Showcase really is a meal because nervy me to current the cash and sharing, like, what would I have done during the Holocaust? What would I have done during this war? Where would I have been? Like, Kamid Galer and Kesh and Aragar Janish, because it's like, what are we doing now while we're watching a genocide happen in real time? And unless you're actually actively out campaigning, unless you're actively having conversations about it, unless you're actively doing things that like are making a difference, or you know, you're being an activist, then you know what the answer is. And it's unfortunately you would have been a dickhead prison guard. I'd like to think like tá dine of my íhil a bheith of, you know, a mohig stocarucht agus a frastal ar na mórsúlna and all the rest. So I would like to think that I would you know, and walk out because I am being active.
Well, I actually think Darren would have been, she would have been a prisoner. She would have been leading the charge in the uprising, really.
Yeah,
let's be honest.
That's
exactly what you would have been doing.
Love that for me.
Well, I also do, I think that daoine are lelasach, like, and I think that if you had to choose, you'd be selfish and you'd be like, for my best, you know, I don't know. Would you be like
Keshani Akre?
Is Keshani Akre?
Oh, I would have been a little passive prisoner. Yes sir, no sir, 3 bags full, sir.
Really?
Yeah.
No, ní dóile mé ní antiam.
Louis made like on talking to Kasha that I'm so passive.
No, can I say something to you? I think you have a narrative in your head that may be grúteach passive nervy tunis oige, but I really think you've grown past that passiveness. I do not see a passive.
Honestly, I think you'd be like, you'd have been a stewardhor, agent. You'd be the stewardhor of the guards.
Yeah,
you'd be telling the guards what to do from a nice little iffy with
yeah, you're not giving yourself.
I am very bossy. I'm very bossy. I'll give myself that.
Yeah, well,
but you're also just agraha, and you'd be like, this is how it's going to go. do.
Okay,
well, I suppose there could have been an agraha prisoner as well.
Yeah, do you know? Oh yeah.
You'd be organising the uprising. You'd be organising keeping them in.
If you're an prisoner, would you be caught? That's the question.
Oh, Shin and Kesh, right?
Shin and Kesh.
Okay, so Bugwood Oragan Shinkadi, Mar Luig Tu Quidda and Shin Louise. I want to ask you now. This is a huge question, but show Tama and Laura Shaw Leme. Humans, are we inherently good?
Yeah.
Keshtol Vorella.
Sorry, I told this is meaty.
Yeah. No, I think I have to believe that. I do genuinely believe that everybody is good. I don't think anybody sets out to be really evil or mean. I just think it will Dina Gertahe.
Ooh. Yeah. Okay. Care to Louise?
That's well put. Yeah, I think that trauma is a massive thing, and I think that we probably, Jesus, this is a massive question. But how well do we understand the human brain? You know what I mean? Like, how are we wired? Does it, genetically, like, the way that test that was done on? Is it like mice? Generational trauma lasts 7 generations or something?
Guys,
is it?
it's a fucking Girth Moore reached.
It all comes back to
It's always in Girth Moore.
So Shin and Rod, and it was like, there's some really interesting test, and it was either rats or mice or whatever. Anyway, and it was like how their trigger was lavender, and like the some had been murdered in lavender, and then they went on their offspring, and for 7 generations of mice or rats, they couldn't. That particular family couldn't go anywhere near lavender because they knew that was like their againn. So I don't know, like, do you know, is it in us?
Okay.
Like, go sé difriúil agus brahan sé on star.
I actually really don't like lavender.
You're a traumatized rat.
obsessed with lavender.
No, I don't like it. No, ni mama
What's
bulla.
your scent of choice? Like for relaxing and stuff then?
Oh,
You're doing a little
Eucalyptus.
essential oil moment.
I like a citrus.
Do you?
Yeah.
That is so interesting.
Do you know why? Because she likes cleaning.
Oh, stop! You're
yeah,
probably
such a
fucking dead right.
sweet-
yeah.
It's like fucking the smell
Yeah,
of.
we want to be massaging lavender oil and
I
not
was just gonna
move a
say,
muscle.
You're a
while
lavender
someone
girly.
else is
You're a
cleaning.
lavender girly.
But I don't know.
I know.
Go on.
Go on,
This is such
go
a
on.
weird thing. So me and Louise are like obviously really similar, and we like the same men. Okay, this is gonna be so weird.
Sorry, I've literally had
Hold
one man
on.
for my whole
So
life.
this is such a weird. I know, but we like we have the same taste in men. Like we're like, okay, Declan. This is how Declan finds out I fancy him. No, I'm joking. So no, do you remember? I don't know if this is too much, but againn laffy more kind and if you're about.
We like a good Fenian hurler, really.
Yeah, we do. But we were like, if the nipples do anything for you. Okay,
Yes.
And I
That
like,
was a Cora
yeah,
Ulmore,
a Cora
actually,
Ulmore,
Ladani.
and-
Yeah.
oh, it wasn't doing anything for Louise, and I was like, it wouldn't really do anything for me either. And I was like, I'd actually say we'd enjoy the exact same type of ride. I'd say that was.
Oh my God.
How did
I
she
say-
pivot from citrus smells?
No, she went from
No, 'cause I was saying
lavender.
because lavender, because we just everything is the same.
She's
We
like,
like-
obviously, Louise, like
Yeah.
first lavender, then
I
riding.
feel like
It's-
Shiva would have a different sexual palette to me and you, and I feel like ours would be the same.
Mochicha Bocht got really like brought into that.
Look the
Yeah.
No, do you
I
know
know,
what?
but you don't enjoy nipple
No,
play.
Gad,
Neither do I.
Now can I just say, now you're a Leo, you're a Virgo, but Neil Moran, Adriv, O'Have, like
Neil
Leighton,
Leighton
Brett
the Bra,
Leighton.
yeah.
Shinarod,
So
yeah.
maybe that's why both your nipples are not sensitive.
I know, it's actually tragic. I like it now lick.
Oh my God!
No,
Sorry, like,
I don't know. Okay,
I'm actually
sorry.
showing her.
Like, I feel like.
like what? Is this Stratos? Like suddenly we have boundaries.
No,
What's the
honestly, I
story
love it.
here?
I just feel like I'm
Like,
getting whiplash.
yeah.
I've gone from generational trauma to lavender
I know,
fields
well,
to
I've
mice to
exposed-
nipples
I've
to, you know.
exposed a lot
There's
there.
a lot going on.
on roller coaster,
Yeah.
atá, how to gael.
yeah,
all
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
Now,
Aaron, note the shin.
Aaron,
I
note the shin.
think.
Oh, sorry.
I think people are good. Yeah.
Okay, come on. You're bringing it back. All right.
Perfect. Great segue.
Yeah,
Great
great
segue.
sexual
Oh
palates.
my God.
Okay, so má ceapan tú gúil daoine ma. Okay. Cad is ma ann. Céir na tréthe a bhfuin le duine ma.
I don't know. I think like dinner who has like, we all have our own moral code and like you know.
No, come on. Generalta.
Okay, I actually think empathy. I think
On a what?
nice isn't good. I think you can have a nice friend, and a nice friend mightn't necessarily be a good friend.
Ooh.
Okay, I think sometimes nice is not good. I think nice can be someone who might have their own best interests at heart
Oh my God,
and is
so-
nice because they feel for their sake I better be nice because it's the right thing to do. A good friend might have
Okay.
different traits.
So on Phelan Anish Loihruk Bown a Rala Gachtana, we are reclaiming the word nice. It now means she's a fucking cunt.
Oh my God, it's yuck. It's yuck.
Yuck. Nice as yuck.
I just think
Rebrand.
Do you
Yeah.
know
Totally.
around that? I think like
Absolutely.
it's a very surface level frag right to be
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
do you know what good is? Good is someone who's nice and
Yeah.
kind and this and that.
Yeah.
Actually, I think good is someone who can see a situation, read it, and do the right thing morally.
Yeah.
Even if it's
Brolame.
Cunty.
not nice.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm Vakshiv and text a Mom
saw
My mom sent me a
lot.
message
Yeah.
yesterday. Kind of she goes, Shiva, will you send me the words for cunty, please?
Go on, have them.
Mar Shasin Kunti go charisma, uniqueness, nerve, and talent. And Darren Barrio Shukru, shout out Barrio Shukru. And the Y stands for you. And Dare Shay Shulam Awam, he is saying hen. And now
Said your mom was cunty.
So my my mom, he was like, you're so cunty. And like, so my mom, Kirsty Towers coming in, she was like, what does this stand for, Reach? And she was like, my friends don't believe me when I tell them it's a good thing.
Oh my God, that's very cute.
Anyway,
yeah.
It ain't team Latin shin. Nice cannot always be a rud ma. But August muid ag lewert fweet now there, and you're going to absolutely jizz near your arms to show. Okay. Dini maha. Cad sprila shin. Ta briala ag an fraz a dini maha sgoelga.
Yeah, a slua she, which we are a part of in our own heads.
Yes. August na dini sheet honig sheet Gerard dollar of na Tuatha Dé Danann.
Sinead, yeah.
Everything leads back to the Tuatha Dé Danann.
There are hanig na Malaysians chun na Héireann. The Ruigader, it was long prophesied that they would come to this land, and the voted election Tuatha Dé Danann, and they struck up a bargain and they named Éire after Éire Bonavag's Fola, and then the Tuatha Dé Danann chuder she's a stachsalis agus is it son na dhuine maha.
And I love that. Like, but I know go have quid in a scéalta faoin na Tuatha Dé Danann is na Catholic a scríomh, and they called na Tuatha Dé Danann fallen angels a dhéan rudí mí ceart. So what's the rud, like, are they Dini Maha or are they fallen angels who did a little butt in or something?
Well, yeah, I mean the fucking Catholics at it again. Here we go. Fucking story of our lives. The only thing more constant in our narrative than Ungurta Moore is the Catholics wronging us in their narratives. But anyway, they reclaimed a lot of na scéalta own mailidis to push their own agenda. Agus is socha bhí anna druggle ar daoine cursteach ar na daoine maha, because the fairies was like a way to explain things away. So say, for example, like the people who were most vulnerable to the Daoine Maha's wrath were women and children, but actually a lot of the societal problems that we had, were relating to maybe sick children, a child maybe a rugach lemi chumas or something like that, or a woman who was vulnerable, maybe a woman who had suffered sexual assault, or a woman who had slánta our launch and 5 election. So a way to explain all that away was na Daoine Maha. And guess who also was very vulnerable to the church? Women and small children. So it was kind of a way of, bhí anna mass egg unfubble ar na Daoine Maha, and you would stay well away from them because you didn't want them to go near you and cause all these problems in your life. And it was a way for the Catholic Church to also command some of this respect and fear, mostly fear, through capitalising on these stories. So that's, where that goes from. Na Daoine Maha, I don't know, I suppose a lot of, the stories that we inherit through folklore is actually the stories there to like safeguard us. So a really good example is I was climbing up Slieve Gullion, a Rihan Taurig le Bert Carl, or couple of Carlum. Agus ar bhí mar thosaigh go bhfar, there's the Cursed Lake up on top, so you're not supposed to swim in the Cursed Lake. There's scale more fada mealler Fionn McCool up in the Cursed Lake, and on Cailach, there's anybody who's been up to the top of Slieve Gullion, the Cailach's chamber is in there. And anyway, there was a big to and fro between Fionn McCool and Cailach, and he went into the Cursed Lake and it became grey. And now the big story is if you don't want to go into the Cursed Lake basically. But that lake, like, we have no idea how deep it is. Like, if you got into trouble in that lake, like, you're fucked. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's very unsafe. So that's come down to us in folk memory. Like, in all the Scéalta Móra Timplar encounter shin, the Cursed Lake is really bad. So that's just warned people for generations not to go. So, do you know what I mean? It depends on how you interpret it. I'm sure if you're a very zealot Catholic, you would think that the Daoine Maha are desperate devils altogether. But I wouldn't think so.
Yeah. I like the fact though that there's a bit of driocht. Like, I think the driocht keeps us up. That magic is what makes it exciting, and I think it doesn't it really branch here in Tuatha.
Yes.
Some people will be like, oh sure, it's just a warning, it was a scale that was told, and people are like Dínitá Spiridálta are like that as well. So again, I think really branch here in Tuatha and what you choose to believe, and
yes,
how you choose to live your life as a result.
Absolutely. Just ceamagurt are really spatial.
Yeah.
Agus minic leir fí like on daoine maithe XYZ gur sin frás eile sa gailge, you know,
Yes.
you know, gur go
Yeah.
a nasc sin leis na daoine maithe, and I just knew that Darren would froth if
Girl,
I mentioned.
you're keeping me sweet. There you go now. I've said my piece. I'll be happy now. I'll pipe down for the rest of the podcast.
No, but you
Sure
know
you
what?
won't.
I think what I thought, and it's amazing as well that Irish is such an old language, and we have the words and we have the
Yeah.
phrases in our scéalaíocht, and it makes it. To me, I'm obsessed with the driocht. Do you know that anyway? And I think you are too. You know,
Yeah.
and I don't know. Does it give you a little bit of dochas or a little bit of? I don't know, there's like a sparkle in it that makes you think, oh, there's rud they can tell her.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's even
Funny.
lumshin.
Yeah,
You know?
I fully
Yeah.
believe that we,
Yeah.
fully believe in all
Well,
that.
the cuss of wine, againn. Well, I don't know,
Yes,
I'll go and
agree.
say.
No, agree. Yeah.
Againn.
Down
Tá,
so down
tá.
Ella, leis na
Yeah.
daoine maithe.
Yeah.
Mar.
You're a fallen angel, girl. What did you do up there?
Oh my God.
Why
I
did
am
they
a
kick you
fallen-
out?
You divil, you divil,
Oh, you divil. Oh, you divil, yeah. I think I'd rather be a fallen angel.
It's
Yeah.
because she
Oh,
likes
it's
nipple
giving
play.
sexy.
It's giving
it's giving
sexy.
that white waistcoat.
It
Is
is.
this Waistcoat giving fallen angel?
Yes, it's giving sexy fallen angel.
Oh, do you want to tell my waistcoat story, Louise?
Go on,
yes.
go on.
Oh, this is
In
awesome.
Rahane, for those of you who've been with us since the beginning, Shiva basically cancelled waistcoats as a myon.
Yeah.
What was the
Micro trend.
A
I was like-
micro trend.
Yes.
That was it.
Holier than thou.
And she was like,
literally-
no, waistcoats bin, in the bin.
In the bin.
And look, because you are stubborn, Margina, and we love her for that.
Yeah.
For ages, she wouldn't wear a waistcoat. Even if you were in Delaby, she was like, I wouldn't, over my dead body will I be.
I just didn't want to be seen as being a hypocrite.
No.
And
Ah,
now
well.
here I am
Listen
wearing
now.
a fucking
August,
waistcoat. I know, yeah.
Erin shade it. You
Yeah,
look
oh,
fab.
yes.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to be like, you know, like Shanos fashion gosta,
Yeah.
Shanos micro trends, to make you like just like ruddy a cannock, August a cav that will last me.
Yeah.
You're such a good person.
When Darren is
such a good
when
person.
Darren, when you're compórdoch as a DJ, right? Can you remix Return of the Mac but do Return of the Waistcoat for Shiva?
Absolutely.
Return of-
Guys, I'm going to be flat out on TikTok tonight, even no idea. Yeah.
No
okay,
idea.
we're nearly there. We're nearly there.
Again,
I'm working
like,
on a remix.
I thought that the waistcoat would only last like couple of me as a trend,
Yeah.
but like it's stuck around for a
Yeah.
while.
Do you know
Yes,
what's gas nor Vimmer Glartlam of Fusion? I actually must have said it to her, and she was like, sure, waistcoat must have been one of the first designs they ever patterned. They've
No.
wearing them since the dawn of time.
Yeah.
There's me. No, it's a micro
giving-
trend. It's a micro trend.
But Shiva, Peish Erin shade that you look good in it, and it suits you.
It's giving Win That Shakespeare. It's giving Teddy and Damien from Win That Shakespeare. Yeah, but they wore it well. Killian Murphy wears a waistcoat well.
Did they wear cream waistcoats from Tesco?
Killian Murphy would wear a bin
Tesco's
bag.
from Tesco. Excuse me. No
Where did
SpawnCon.
that go?
Unless fucking Tesco are getting on board too.
I
now.
know. But do you know what it is?
Shop Irish. Shop
Shop
Irish.
Irish. Well, for me, I got it in a charity shop, Darlava,
Oh,
but it's from Tesco
fine.
originally.
Okay, fine.
You know?
Fine. Okay.
Listen, it's a micro trend. Someone wore it, threw it out.
That's it, Louise. All right, okay. So Larry Murphy, Daoine maithe, mice, lavender, sexual palette, and now I want to talk about Muidhain. I know we hate to talk about ourselves. It's
Fine,
awful. It's
fine.
dreadful.
Well,
Why do you
my
make
own.
me
We must.
do it? Okay, so they still Laura Shaw, Larry and Sheet Fui, Trial Ella, the Cookie Monster trial. Okay, so go Banusuk, Kersheet, like Tror is Shomer, and they had to do some assignment, right? And Curther plot the Osagormach, Erev, Kuig, Briska, okay? So that means that there was enough cookies there that two of the people would have got 2 and one of them would have got 1. And in Ach group of Aku, they chose a leader. Like, no reason, they just chose a leader. And by giving this person they might have made them the spokesperson, whatever. By giving this person that power, there was more of a chance that that person took 2 cookies.
Okay.
So, no occurrence to dinner. When you give someone power, like they kind of automatically kind of fall into the role. Now, Fu Fain, Inish them, would you take the second cookie? I'm going to say without a doubt, I absolutely will. And you know I would.
Yeah.
You know I would. You know I would.
Yes, even though you thought him a conte or lied. I suppose so. Maybe would I take half of it? I'd have a little nibble anyway. Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think I'd actually take the second cookie.
Oh,
no.
fuck you, you're making me look really
No,
bad.
no, it's not that. It's just this is another. It's like inherently maybe. I don't know. I would be. I hate when somebody spends money on me, or like I need to be the one to give. I hate.
You're
like,
a giver. You're not a receiver.
No, I actually am. It's a.
Louise is probably the
character
same
flaw.
then, since you
I
have the same
hate-
taste.
No, but I hate. I get very uncomfortable. I'm like maybe it's like internally really afraid of like being perceived as stingy. But like I need to be like no, you take it now.
Or is
Even
it
if
like
I
a
really
winning
want it.
thing? Is it like, oh God, I can't be doing that? You know, your internal voice is like, oh, be happy with what you have. You don't, aren't you grand? I don't know.
I think it's a thing in our house is really like showing affection to somebody is like, I don't know. It's like giving them everything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
Like, flahu, look around the via, the payroll day.
It's kind of more of that. I suppose it's also the context here with these, if they're two fucking miserable fucks that I don't give a shit about. Okay, I probably will take the second cookie. But if they're like, leis an túra goinge, I would be like, no, let the girls have that. Do you know what I mean?
Actually,
it's strawn cherry. It's
Okay,
strawn
strawn
cherry.
cherry.
It is.
Yeah.
It's strawn cherry.
yeah, and
You've been designated the leader.
I have said the word lehelasach already, and I think people are selfish sometimes. And I think that maybe if I was bringing the second biscuit back to me and my tribe, I'd probably be like, fuck it, yeah, come on, let's go. I'd be like, I'm looking out for my own. But if survival of the fittest, maybe, and I had to take care of myself on my own, then perhaps. But if we were all in it together, and I knew the other strawn cherry, or I would try to get to know them and be like, guys, could we instead put all our biscuits together?
I love how
And split it up and then share it equally.
I love how you're going like full David Attenborough air show. But
you know what I mean?
In fairness. So like
I tried to make friends with the other mice. What was
Okay.
the animal of choice?
No, you're not a mice, you're a
it's-
person.
A person.
Yeah.
People.
Oh, it's people.
Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
You're-
There's a lot going on
study.
here.
Different study.
Girls, I did
Will you
I
share your
just did
lavender
biology
cookie
for
with
the
me?
other pass maths here. I would have gotten to know the other people and been like, right guys, let's get together and make a plan and figure out how we can best make these biscuits work for us.
Well, like
Yeah.
on Rud Fui, like the actual
Are you saying
study
you're
wasn't
Marxist?
about. Oh, do you know what?
I think I'm a Marxist.
She's a
You're
Marxist.
fucking-
She's a
Oh my
Marxist.
God, it's
okay.
only taken
We have gone
about
full
6
circle.
months for
I
you
can
to
dare
know.
hear how.
Tormid Ryan Cohex, the Aine Atá Nua and Shaw. We once recorded an episode of Marxism. It was called How to Be a Marxist, and it has
Never seen the light of day.
because we almost came to blows.
Yeah.
We get and Louise. It was insistent that she was not a Marxist.
I-
But sorry,
she's
honey,
just exposed herself.
You've just exposed yourself. At its core, that is the principle of Marxism, and you're a fucking Marxist.
We're not even going to go there.
No, there you
We're
go.
actually not even going to go there.
Oh my God, the fucking.
That was actually this whole episode has been a setup just to get
To
Louise
get me
to
to
say
Oh my
that.
God, the radicalization of Louise Canton. Amazing, amazing. Welcome
Sorry,
to the,
like-
welcome to the dark side.
No, I still no comment.
No, but that's a gas.
Give
no,
me the
and-
cookies. Give me all the cookies.
Well, see, and the thing was like with this study, like it wasn't about the cookies. It wasn't
Yeah.
like they didn't put the cookies in and say like divide them up between yourselves. Vi task ela denavaku, but just the person that they designated the leader just like was more prone to taking a second cookie, thinking I've been designated important. I'm going to
Yeah.
take. But that is human nature, you know.
Yeah.
Like Milena me Kiart, like
Sorry, can I ask a question that's a little bit left field?
Go on.
Irakashiv Squid Games.
yeah.
Did you watch that?
Yeah.
What did you think about that?
What do you mean? What I think about it?
So like you'd kill people to win loads of cash. And it was a kind of this big question as well. There was a massive overarching question of if this was Saphir Hale.
Yeah, but freshen Rowney or Nadini is like the Nadini show grew across. Like these people
Yeah.
were desperate. These people had like massive debt. These people had like really sick family members. Like they picked the most desperate of people. Like shocking. This wasn't your average
But
show.
I
off
think
the
that
street.
is the case of Brahan Chair the Chos. Like I think to ask a gigantic question like this of what would one do?
Yeah.
Sure, like it completely depends on
Yes.
what one needed to do.
Yeah, no, take them. Yeah, it's their fodder on Cohex and a will too. Yeah, you didn't just fall off coconut tree, Mary Eric.
Shannon Rod, yeah.
You were the product of which you were. What is that?
Oh yeah, everything that came
Comma.
before you and everything that ever
Yes,
was. Yes,
yes,
okay.
yes, yes.
Coconut trees. Okay. Cléhibioch Dundera Corda.
Oh, fab.
I don't think we've really figured out how to be a good person, but
No, do your best.
Who
sure.
has does Jesus Christ know?
I think he does actually. Like of all people,
I don't know.
think he does. No,
I don't know.
does he?
Well, like, I don't know. I think we should leave religion out of this because it's I
Sorry,
think that's
says the one who
something
went on a
murky.
fucking rant about
I know, but I don't want to do
Catholicism.
twice in one podcast.
Okay,
so
fair.
I'll
better not.
ask a better one. Does Fionn McCool know?
He was actually an awful bollock sometimes. He was. He wasn't. He was. Jesus Christ Almighty! Whoa.
Did he ever die? Tá sé fós beo.
He died for Ireland.
And
Right.
he's living in Killarney.
Some say the devil is dead. The devil is dead. The devil is dead. So
Okay, then we can Cléhibioch immert le críoch a cur leis an topic really fucking costa fada sin.
love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so tá mé chun Garm Hortív. Going to
Okay.
give you a career.
Okay.
And tá mé gurí gan Eric Shivlom. Can you be a good person and be in this career?
Oh,
Okay.
oh my God.
Okay.
stop.
Yeah. Okay. A fracker.
What's a
Oh, Leitrim are anti-fracking. Down fracking. No.
What's fracking?
No, the
What's
fracking. Oh, cheapers. Dreadful.
Fracking
The poor
is
from
really-
Yori.
Fracking. RuPaul is a fracker. Okay, just for context. It's when you it's when you take oil out of the
Yeah,
land.
yeah.
That's fracking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
jeepers, I had an
No.
hour alum. Shout out Aoife Malloy, who's going to be a geisteach in Nua She, in college, her mother made these anti-fracking t-shirts because Leitrim were like out with the frackers. So I got to say to you, Aoife Malloy, frackers, shit crack, bad people.
Yeah, yuck, frackers,
Yuck. Fracking in the bin.
Yeah, it's giving in the fucking bin.
Can you be a duine má agus tú at the full tour?
Yes, I think going the Pullatory, I genuinely believe
Spoken
going the
like a true
Pullatory.
Pullatory in Ackland.
No, but I do.
Start
Can
now.
core leg up. Go on.
Shannon 2030, honeys. That's gonna be me. Yeah. No, I do. I do genuinely think that they really try to be good. Do you know what's funny? I actually met one Pullator and he gave me such yuck and negative energy.
Did you try to play with nipples?
No. Yuck. No, he didn't. And I wouldn't be having a bar of that anyway.
Okay. Influencing.
Yeah. Some people are really good people that are.
It's Fader.
I think everybody's a good person.
I love
but,
the wishy-washiness. Okay, so Neil, too, really, you're not in for this clithe there, and you're kind of
No,
saying.
I am. John, being made me compórach me or timple are the influencer culture.
Listen, Darren has her eyes on Dáil Éireann in 2035. She's like, I'm going to say nothing that's going to jeopardise my career here. An influencer, yeah, I think you absolutely can. Like, sure, could they, like, what's an influencer?
Some of them have really lovely messages of like inclusion and like niceness, and people get a lot from it.
I know.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wasn't expecting
Friend
you
of
to
the
say no there.
podcast, Roz Purcell is a really good person.
Oh,
and
no,
she's
we're not
an
talking
influencer.
about Roz
We're
Purcell. Also, I
mad
love
about
that Darren
Roz.
was like, I feel really uncomfortable around influencers. You weren't fucking uncomfortable at the Stellar Awards, Cooper Shop, were you?
I know. We love Roz.
Little social butterfly, flipping heart shape on the
but
hot.
that's because I had the 2E, so I felt a lot more comfortable. If I was by myself, I would be
Safety
out the door.
numbers.
Yeah.
Do you know, I have to say something I learned about Darren at the Stellar Awards. I know we're talking Cunchriach now, but I just feel it would be a nice way to go out, right? So you were off busy doing your ban and thea duties. You were up to Hydo, and myself and Darren were kind of, scooting around. We'd just gotten in. We were a little bit like, we were feeling good. We were a little bit tipsy. We had Joch no go, right? And like, do you know what Darren's small talk was, right? So she'd never go to school, had the introduction to Roz Purcell, who I'm claiming is my bestie, and I was like, oh, Darren, Roz McDarren, in the corridor, right? And almost immediately Darren turns her head and she's like, as a tip woman now, are you Sean Mylan or are you Dan Breen?
No, I said
yourself.
First of all,
I was like holding her hand, being like, I'd say Darren, just say like, kind of thought they were these anyway. Sean Mylan,
this Sean Moylan is from
what about
Limerick.
Schlievin on? If you were to climb Schlievin on,
No,
what way would you?
No.
And I was like, Darren, came.
First of all, Sean Moylan is from Limerick, and second of all, I just asked Roz this because I knew that she had an interest in history, and I also said I gave her a selection of Tipperary men who were involved in the War of Independence. This is I'm yawking myself
She was up
out.
against the
I'm
door
yawking
like this,
myself
and
out.
I could
No,
see
can't.
Darren was only one arm away from having it up by her head, being like, yeah, and then August and Shin.
No, I
and then
actually
and I was
really-
like, do you know what, Roz? Bucky had asked, and I would see a little while. I was like, Darren, come on.
I'm so yawking
Let's do the
myself out,
1916
like,
over here.
What is fucking wrong with me? I don't know. Like, honestly,
It's all raw, honey, as you'd say.
Darren,
No.
this is honestly clear that really is part of foods,
No, but
Don't
so-
shy away
it's
from it.
so
Just
yuck.
clock less.
But was Dan Breen a good person?
Who's like, I don't know. That's fucking. It's hard to know, is it? Do you know what? I actually shared a lovely clip about Dan Breen recently talking about Michael Collins, and made me so emotional because they were at war with each other. But he was like, oh, I loved him.
Yeah.
And he was like, and he made such a good point. He was like, we were fucking servants. We were serfs in our own country, and like, obviously, like he killed so many people, like for the greater good of what he believed, like his community and for Ireland and all the rest. And then he got the ultimate betrayal from Michael Collins, but he was able to be like, I actually really loved that man. And for somebody of that vintage, a man to say that about another man, I thought that was a really vulnerable, lovely, showed
Sentiment.
the complexity of all that trauma
The
that all those
duality
people.
of
Yeah, it actually
men.
made me really emotional.
know?
Yeah, not all men.
Not.
But Dan Breen certainly did. I don't know. Anyway, like, yuck. Can we just
honestly,
It was
bash
the
me?
Éola. And I found myself like her and Dara Shachten and Iain. I would just get these random bouts of laughing, and I was like, did that happen or was it a fever dream? Whatever
And
it was,
I
we
know,
should call it.
it was also, I was like, who did you prefer? Was it Sparky Breen? Sean Moylan. Sean Moylan. No, Sean Moylan.
Sean
No,
Moylan,
I didn't
yeah.
say that.
I
I didn't
think
say
it
Sean
was.
Moylan. No, I said Sean Tracy, Sparky Breen. Dan Lacey.
Dan.
All
Lacey.
right.
No.
All right.
Well, Aaron,
Well,
you'll have to
Roz answer on a postcard at the hall, all right?
I'm so yuck.
Roz Purse will get in touch. It's howtogwail@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Well,
agus gachéine eile bí a daimhóil le bhar dá.
Yes, okay. Tá tuga chun cruúca corda bhí sin Harvest spatial ar fad. Let's stay in rubio glúis.
Okay.
So, recommendation do so Lumor níos luha Dini Maha, which obviously means good people, but fresh in na Dini she, the fairy people of Ireland, coma.
Yes. Annie yes.
Ooh.
Yerhing she Yerhing Kinedana, which is like humankind. Yerhing
Oh yeah. Sorry, no.
Mortis Kinna is like Joe, I suppose, like pride in your fellow man and your
Community.
community.
Okay, good ass. Thanks, Louise.
Níl is come Tom if we've rú now. Should we bring back microtrend waistcoat where they can write in baby?
Oh yeah,
Just
micro chroch to stoka.
Yeah.
micro chrocht agus.
Can go get our waistcoat now.
Do
you know what? I'm going to look it up first. I feel like
Cadén Roiling a bheith go our nipple.
Oh, it's Shinna.
yeah.
Shinna.
Yeah.
S-I-N-E.
Sorry.
Shinna.
Shinna.
Okay, and then
put
just young
that
with
in.
waistcoat then
Yeah.
Curwood Creek leis. According to Mars Ganach, Mas Rudé gur eintig tú gur as eintig tú. What? Vesht. It's not vesht. It's not vesht.
No, a boss chota. But like boss
yeah,
chota.
boss.
It's a
the
vest.
boss. Yeah, it's a vesht. It's a vesht. It'll always be a vesht to me. All right. So Mas Rudé gur eintig tú gur as eintig tú le héanú dormer sa fud creile seo ní mas mí leis bheith dagfáil tar dagfáil ag howtogail@gmail.com. Okay, get you in chuck and chuck and a corda. Slán!